Hello and happy Tuesday, February 24th. Is this the last Tuesday of the year? I think it's or the month. I think it's the last Tuesday.
Like, holy crap, is 2026 over already?
Let's hope
so. The last one, I think.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. We do these every Tuesday so that we can answer your questions. So let us know in the chat where you're signing in from and what are your names in case you have a crazy screen name or something like that. And then, let us know all your questions, especially questions on Four Seasons and Meritage, because we have Rick on tonight and we got a special announcement about Mr. Rick tonight. He's worked in both of those. So definitely jump in the comments and let us know all your questions and where you're watching from. Let's hit the special announcement right away. You okay with that?
I'm excited.
All right.
I can't wait to find out what you did. I'm always the last one to find these things out, so I guess I'll be surprised also.
No, I think you know this one. So
okay, I know this one.
Rick has joined our team, and he's now a member of the Livin Carolina Team. Welcome, Rick. Well, super happy to have you.
So happy to be here. Long time in the making.
Yes, definitely a long time in the making.
So for years, y'all have heard us say many, many, many times, like, we love all of our new home friends in the real estate world. But I would say there's, Mark and I have always had our top couple or three that we love just a little bit more than everybody else. Wouldn't you say so, Mark?
No, I've only had a top one.
So, I was trying not to leave anybody out that might still be in new home sales, But yeah, we've loved Rick and worked really well with Rick for. Rick, I was really getting into the game a lot more when you kind of started at Four Seasons. So you and I met each other pretty quick.
Yeah. Let's see. We opened it in 2016, and honestly, between 2016 and 2022, it seemed like it was a year, not 6 years. And yeah. I was going back, and I'm pretty good about this, as people would say. I can't remember the exact time. I was like, because it was busy, it was new, vibrant, that I was like, everything kind of meld together. And I guess is what they're saying, as you get older, things start to happen like that.
Yeah, they just start to disappear a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I think I got my license in 17, maybe 17 or 18. And pretty quickly, I met you, as I was pretty new in the game, because I knew that I was kind of loving the 55 plus space. Mm-hmm. And so we got to be in there pretty quick. So, yeah, man, I'm super excited. There's Mark and I, this team is really, we're never going to be the team of, 50 people. That's not what we want for this team. We want people on the team that we know we like and we really trust, and they're extremely good at what they do and fulfill their promises. And we've just known Rick to be that for many years now. So I guess you decided general brokerage was the wave of the future here for you, and man, we're just super excited to have you.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. Looking forward to this. It's all the emotions, but it makes it very exciting in the end.
Woohoo! Right. So I've got to point out, because Rick, how do you pronounce your last name for everybody to know? Because I've messed it up about 30 times.
Let me say it first, because I think I got it.
Okay.
Zakrzewski.
Nailed it.
Yes. Good job, Jeff. Good job.
I can say that, but I screwed up K. Havnanian for 7 straight years. You really did try to screw us up. A guy named Zakrzewski that works for a builder called K. Havnanian. I mean, why not just it doesn't get much more difficult.
Yeah. Jeff, did you see all the snow that's going on up north where we all came from? This is Providence. Look at that garage. They had 37.9 inches. That was the last one I just happened to see on Facebook. Beat the blizzard of 1978. So that is huge. We got a lot of people on that watch every week from the Northeast and all. This is my dad's house. My stepmom sent me these pictures today. So this mailbox was completely buried. He had to like go and poke a stick to find where the mailbox was so that she could dig out the mailbox in order to get her mail in probably, 3 or 4 days. So I thought that was super interesting. But look at our beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Like this is why you want to move here, right here, right? I mean,
it was cold last night, but now it's. I think we're done. That was probably it for the year, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, look at these loads; they're all in the 40s and 50s. So I don't think you're going to have to go to the shelter anymore, Jeff.
Yeah, no, we were planning on last night was the final night. So I think we're done for the year. I'll be interested to see how many nights we were open this year. I would say 40 plus, where it was below 35 degrees overnight. Often only for a couple hours, but still, that's kind of the criteria for when we open. But yeah, I'm ready for shorts. Like, listen, when you got legs that look like mine, you don't want to be wearing long pants. You want to do the world a favor, do the ladies a favor, put the shorts on, let them see the goods. I feel like that's why we've succeeded in real estate.
Let them see the goods. All right. Rob Gansey's back home. Rob, I saw you got out just before it snowed, and you left your wife up there again in the cold snow in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So Rick, he lives here now, and his wife is still living up in Pennsylvania, and he goes back for visits, and she comes down here for visits, and she's coming down here eventually. But he left her in the snow.
That's cold. That's cold.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh, good. Good job, Rick. Good job. Turcos are over in Tidewater, and they are in their pre-State of the Union railgating cocktails from Tidewater. I love
State of the Union goes down a little easier with the moonshine. That's for sure.
All right. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Joe and Rose are on. What's going on,
hey guys?
How are you? Look who's on. The Kaminskis.
Oh, Meemaw.
Rick,
we were over their house today, Rick, and
we had lunch with them today.
Oh,
it was good lunch too.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
Meemaw made cookies, and we had it was like this stewed chicken chili kind of a thing, and she made fresh cornbread. It was really, we were talking to them and some other people. Remember the people that had the greyhounds, the two greyhounds, Mark and Julie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were over there also. So we all were six. Mike Royal was there, and so we had a great lunch. And I'll tell you, we heard story after story of how much they are loving Four Seasons and the lifestyle, like going down to Stingrays games together. And Meemaw is doing what's the tile game? Not canasta, mahjong. I saw her mahjong board. She's doing mahjong like 3, 4, 5 days a week. They're doing it up at the clubhouse and in individual houses. And they did a lot of nice stuff to their house too. They did like the little pebble looking flooring on the front porch, the back porch, and then up back. And they put the windows in the back porch, the vinylized type things, and a mini split. So they have done a fantastic. And actually, over at the Greyhound house, they did that also. I was over there. I went over to see the Greyhounds the one day, and they had put the whole window thing out in the back porch also. Yeah,
because Ron, Becca, and Meemaw, they have a Luz, but they have a Killarney, I believe. So they have a good sized patio. So it must be really nice.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah. I was more concerned. All I really cared about was the Greyhounds and Meemaw. Everybody else I don't care about. As long as Meemaw and the Greyhounds were okay, I was good to go. But we had a lovely lunch with them. Had a lot of fun today.
Those meatball sliders were great too.
Oh yeah. She made meatball sliders. And then melted some cheese over and put them in the oven. And
I'm hungry.
Yeah, it was good.
They told us to invite you, but we didn't think it would be enough food, so we just didn't go.
That's so wrong.
Heidi and Wes are on from Connecticut. Did you guys get a lot of snow too, Heidi? I'm guessing not as much as Providence, but you must have got walloped as well.
I don't think Pittsburgh got that bad. I think it was farther over towards Philly and New York than it was over to the Pittsburgh side.
Yeah, I think so too. Pat and Peg are on from Summerwind Crossing. Hi, guys.
guys.
How are you? Robin's on and says, welcome to Rick. And look at Cindy. Rick Z.
Oh, no, I thought that meant Cindy went to sleep talking about Rick or something. Rick put her to sleep.
Hey, guys. Joy from Long Island. Just done digging out from our 29 inches of snow.
Nope.
Joy, you know what you should think of is maybe moving to South Carolina.
Yeah. You know what? If only there was like a channel that you could watch every Tuesday night to learn about it. That would be so helpful.
Right.
Hey, Joy, you can make up more money as long as you have a photo ID. You can go get paid to shovel snow up there, I heard. Okay. All right. That was the only one I'm doing. That was it. I'm done now.
Good job. Good filter. Lynn and Dan here from Massachusetts, buried in the snow. Cannot wait to move to South Carolina. They're on every week. So thanks for joining again, guys. We appreciate y'all. Rebecca says, glad you were able to make it. We really enjoyed having you. Next time, Rick will have to come too.
For sure. I'll be there.
Done.
Brighton Road in Nexton on the Parkway to 7-Eleven. All lights should be green at the same time to keep traffic going and open up the Parkway back to 2 lanes as far as the Parkway goes. Yes, you're preaching to the choir.
Well, you're not wrong.
I totally agree with that. And I don't understand why the lights aren't timed, because everybody coming into that road should have to wait for the main traffic to go, right? I mean, don't you agree?
Now, you go out that way because you live in Cane Bay, so you're coming from Nexton. So you're going, well, and you too, Rick, you're heading out that direction probably a lot more than I am. I don't run into any traffic problems on Nexton, but I'm never going out there at 4:00 in the afternoon. I'm assuming that's the bad time, right?
It actually started at 3:30 today, and it was backed up from the Midtown lights all the way almost to Del Webb at 3:30. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, they need to work on that for sure.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we've heard it's in the plans to improve that road, but we don't have any dates or anything yet. We've also heard of more red lights coming, which is good if you're trying to get out onto that road from like a Del Webb or something. But I don't know what that's going to do to slow down even more.
But look how much progress they made on State Road. I have not hit traffic once since they opened that up for 4 lanes. Rick,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
So as soon as they open up that 4 lanes, it's going to be a world of better.
Yeah, literally. I mean, between the State Road and then over on the bypass over towards out towards the ponds, Gahagan and all that.
Mm-hmm.
If they could just fix the Nexton Parkway and then take out the stupid freaking anti-turning lane things on Main Street. I want to find the person that did that.
Worst investment ever.
It's terrible.
And it wasn't cheap. It couldn't be cheap, right?
Yeah, no, that's a big deal.
Good Lord. But yeah, we're right there with you for sure. John and Justine, good evening from Summerwind, 24 inches where I used to live in Long Island. No, thank you. Robin says you can't shovel sunshine.
That should be on the business cards.
House is about 6 weeks or so from closing.
Nice.
Yes, nice. Heidi says in Connecticut they got about a foot. I'm over it. Can't wait to come down in April.
Yeah,
I know, Heidi. You're almost here. Greetings from Mike and Becky from the Courtyard Marriott in Summerville.
Oh,
you got to hear.
They're here. They're close. They just moved into the Courtyard. They said, "Screw it, we're not getting a house. We're living at the Courtyard."
Just got back from dinner and an afternoon touring beautiful Magnolia Gardens today.
It is lovely.
That's not the one you have a pass to, right? You have the pass to the other one, or is that the one?
Magnolia Plantation.
Yeah, that's the one
that I have. Although it's probably getting close to the end of the year. We went for one trip there, and I had friends coming in, or family coming in, Andrew's family coming in, not her mother, from out of town. And so I just bought the yearly pass, and it made sense for us. But I think it's probably up now. We'll go there again. It's a beautiful. We've got, what is there? Probably 5, 6 like plantations you can go tour in the area.
Yeah.
They're really nice, and they have a petting zoo at Magnolia, so that really Like if you put Andrea anywhere near a petting zoo, she's just thrilled. She loves animals. Except for Louie the hippopotamus that pooped on her down at Homosassa Springs Wildlife Park in Florida. She wasn't happy with that one.
Talisha said they had funding for that for the middle. I guess she's like surprised they had funding, right? Yeah. Mike said we almost pulled the trigger on next in Midtown. So glad we decided on Tidewater and Cane Bay. That traffic is ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
It'll get better though. It'll get better.
Yeah, I mean, look at State Road. I mean, it improved greatly. They'll get there
tremendously.
Vic and Lori, happy Tuesday. 13 days to closing at Del Webb Nexon. Your name came up today because we're getting close, and we were having a meeting with our operations team and going through all the files and making sure everything looked good. And I was like, oh, they're going to be so happy. Can't wait for you to
and Mark even said nice things.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there was like no negative at all. He was all happy and pleased.
Brian Butler. What's up, Brian? Oh, my God.
Legend. Scuba diver extraordinaire. He goes down to he's gone to some scary places scuba diving in the last year or so. Goes down to some place in Florida, I think, and I got to catch up. Brian, we need to have a coffee.
Yeah. All right, I think we hit all the comments. So let's get into the numbers for this week. So this is what went under contract last week. We got 4,841 homes active on the market. So we're still on the upswing, but last week we added like 120 homes to the market, and this week we only added 50. So I feel like the ads are slowing down, and we should start seeing it go the other way, especially if those mortgage rates stay at that 5.99 or less that we're seeing in the middle on the bottom there. I feel like that will start happening. But last week was consistent, good, but not fantastic, they're saying. So 280 under contract total, 215 were single-family homes. That's actually down. But check out the price increase on the median, $45K higher just for that 1 week they went under, and $8 a square foot up. 57 condos, still as high as 3.2 million, Jeff.
I think you forgot to change the numbers because I feel like it's been 3.2 million for like the last 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's got to be like one neighborhood in downtown or Daniel. I think it's downtown that are selling them like that.
It's definitely not the one that's falling down.
Yeah, no, not that one.
It's not that one.
Not that one. Yeah, so mortgage news, big news. We're under 6 again. We were under 6 for like a day, about a month and a half ago, and then it popped back up. So let's see if that one stays there now, or are we going to go back up?
I've seen 3 days this week that it's been under 6.
Yeah, that's good.
I kind of keep my peek at it every day. I mean, not that it makes a hell of beans. I mean, 599 to 607 is no big deal, but just subconsciously, we like to see a 5.
Yeah. Summerville was at 400, Moncks Corner 403 for a median. West Ashley jumped up a little bit to 600 for the median last week. James Island 722, Johns Island 840, Mount Pleasant's back over 1 million, and Peninsula was 2 million. So I think it was Mike last week that said, hey, that Summerville Ladson number, because it's an area, it's not by the town. I'm curious to know if that's pulling the actual overall Summerville numbers down. So I wasn't able to get it exactly how this report shows because I pulled it too late. But I did pull all homes under contract for Summerville so we can kind of get an average. And looks like Ladson is kind of pulling it down a little bit. Average list price that went under contract was $441, and on that sheet it was $440. The original list price was $452 on average. About $257 a square foot. The median was a little less at $399, and I think that sheet does do median. So it wasn't a huge difference, but the average was definitely a difference. And then look at the days on market, Jeff. On average, 62 days on market still.
Yeah, the other thing that's remarkable about this is, I think if we were to look at the numbers a year or so ago, the list price versus the sold. Well, no, wait, this is original. Okay, what is list versus original? This isn't showing sold.
It's not, because these are homes under contract.
Under contract. So
we don't know the sold.
I think that we're still seeing a smaller percentage on resales. It used to be that homes were selling, I feel like, a little closer to 100%. And now they're more in the mid 90s.
Yeah, 96, 97 probably, I'm guessing.
So we've seen a little dip there.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was interesting. So Mike, I know I didn't get you exactly what you wanted, but at least I give you a little glimpse there. All right, this is your neighborhood, right, Jeff?
Carnes Crossroads. Love it. So, this is young Carnes.
Yeah, young and old, isn't it?
Or yeah, technically, I guess it's both. Yeah. Although we got to work on the marketing for the old word. It's
historic
Carnes and
historic. Rick says historic. Okay.
Yeah, well, historic. Actually, what's funny is some people in Carnes refer to the original section of Carnes as historic Carnes back when there was 6, 7, 8 builders here. So historic's taken. So that we'll have historic Carnes, young Carnes, and those who watched Kojak Carnes. I don't know.
Seasoned Carnes.
Season's not bad.
Yeah. We'll play with it. Big news out of Carnes Crossroads. They've been officially awarded Residential Community of the Year and Amenity of the Year by the National Association of Home Builders. That's their highest gold award. So, what makes it special? It's built on an 11-acre working farm right in the middle of the neighborhood. Full-time farmers actually grow the produce and everything. There's a farm store, a kid's garden. The resort pool that you see here is amazing. And then they do all kinds of events and stuff too, right, Jeff? Like Fourth Friday, I think.
Lots. I mean, there was an oyster roast coming up. The guys all got together at the bonfire last week. There's classes, there's events, more. So we're so used to seeing, the 55 pluses have all of the clubs and activities, and a lot of the different non-55s were missing a lot of that. Nexton started doing a lot of it, but I feel like Carnes has even taken it to the next level, and we're seeing that lots of events over there. And by the way, the farmer, I've yet to see him in overalls one time.
No, that's ridiculous.
I've seen him on the John Deere tractor, but I've never seen him wearing overalls, and I'm not happy about it.
So, Rick, am I allowed to say that one company might have purchased some land in there?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's any of that's been finalized.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Great.
We're looking hard at it.
We're all wondering. Thanks, Mark.
Rick sometimes has some insider information, but he can only release it when he's allowed to. So.
But what we can say is what I did find out last year at the Homeowners Association meeting is that Lennar is not going to be the final builder that is in Carnes. So right. There are pieces of property that other builders are looking at to come into Carnes. I don't expect it to be anytime terribly soon.
No.
But Lennar will not be the last one building in Carnes.
So, Jeff, you already live in Carnes. I'm going to ask the people that are watching, would you live in a neighborhood like this with an agri-hood? Is that something you would want, or you don't really care about? I'd like to know.
Here comes always the good, always the bad, and I will admit when I was wrong. If you go back far enough in our YouTube channel, when they first announced the agri-hood, I am on camera saying, well, that seems kind of stupid. Who wants to put a farm in their neighborhood? I was wrong. They nailed it. They did such a great job with this thing. I have yet to go buy one tomato, but it's just a cool thing. Like they have other stuff in there besides produce, all South Carolina, grits and honeys and sauces and soaps and all kind of things, and popsicles, really great popsicles. And then the little, I've actually used the farmhouse twice in the last couple of weeks because I'm reading a book. I never read books. I'm actually reading a book. The last book I read probably had Cliff Notes on it in about 1989 in my senior year of high school. But I went up there a couple days in last week and sat and read a book, and it was so nice.
Yeah.
Here's the downside. This causes me great pain and suffering. When y'all people come in there with Lennar reps, and I see you touring the farm and the lake house, and you're not with the realtor, even if it's not me, I'm okay. Come in with a realtor. When you go into new home construction and you work with the builder's agent, you are doing something called dual agency in the state of South Carolina. That's where you are being represented by the same realtor that represents the builder. And so we'll talk more about it later. And most of you have heard me say it 20 times, but maybe those are people that haven't seen this glorious video. But
yeah,
it hurts my heart a little bit when somebody comes walking in unrepresented.
OG Carnes is a good one, or a classic Carnes.
Original Gangsta, classic, like classic Coke, classic Carnes. I like that.
Yeah. Mom says, as Talisha would say, and she said, Rick's just trying to keep the smirk off his face.
How about that house Rick is in? Look at this. What neighborhood do you find that house in, Rick? You got the big stone fireplace and
my special little getaway.
That's your Summerville getaway from Summerville?
Yeah. The rock really sets it off.
Yeah.
Summerville, Colorado house.
Right.
It's lovely.
Another neighborhood that we work in a lot also had a big award. The National Builders Choice Design Awards, presented by Builder Magazine, recognized Nexton for its innovation, smart design, sustainability, and overall lifestyle experience. Obviously, everybody knows it's 5,000 acres, close to Charleston, walkable shops, restaurants, office, more than 100 home design. Is there really 100? I guess there is if you count up all the builders.
10 builders and whatever it is times 10 models. Yeah, that's not absurd. Really, probably from 1,300 square feet. Well, getting close to 4,000 in some of them.
Yeah,
especially if you do like an ADU out in the back in the garage.
Those are big awards. I was lucky enough to sell in Lakewood Ranch down in Florida, which was a big community, and they won awards. But when you're going against communities like that, and this is small comparison to them, it's very impressive between what Carnes and Nexton is doing. It really is next level.
That's awesome.
Which is why Summerville is kind of the place that a lot of people are going to, getting out of 24 inches of snow and that nonsense and the taxes and getting down here. Rick, do you know where, as you're heading out Nexton Parkway, right at the very first red light at the beginning of the school, they're clearing land there to the right of that for some retail. We found out there's Mark, do you remember the name of the grocery store?
Is it a Sprouts or a Lowe's or?
No. It's a drive-through.
It's a drive-through.
Oh, the drive. Yeah.
There's one in Mount Pleasant. I went and looked it up. So you place your order online, and they have coffee drinks too, and little meals, and you just pull up and you pop it right in the car. And I looked at the pricing, and it didn't seem absurd compared to Publix or Harris Teeter or anything else. Mark, it was that. How cool is that? Just a drive-up grocery store. You cannot walk inside the store. There's no place to go walk. But it's right there next to me.
But if you go back to our Friday video last week, it's in that video.
Oh, did they put it in there? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and was that the big lot video for Nexton, Mark?
It was. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. We've got bigger lots coming in Nexton. There's a new 3A phase released, and the big boy is gone. It was like 2 acres. But there's some bigger lots available in a really nice part of Nexton there. So if you, and I would say that would be, probably the thing we've heard that people don't love the most about Nexton is the houses feel a little bit tight. And so these bigger lots are going to be really great. And every one of the builders got their own little fair share there.
This is kind of cool too. Nexton was built to fit every stage of life. They have the 55 plus all the way down to first-time home buyers and renters. in there too. But this is the first time I've seen a date on this, with completion expected in 2032. That's the first time I've heard that.
That seems like a great time for us to retire, Mark. Let's keep rolling until Nexton's finished, and then we'll hand it off to our kids.
So my guess is that it would have been 10 years, not only 6 years left.
I would say that's a very aggressive target.
Yeah. Yeah, you know better than all.
Still there. I think there's. I mean, I don't know how many more phases are coming, but you know what? I was just thinking the hospital is probably going to do really well for sales over there in Nexton. You imagine how many people are going to be working at that hospital that want to be able to go right across the street basically and get to work. Nexton's going to do very well when that MUSC hospital opens.
They better put golf cart parking spots.
Yeah, absolutely.
For real.
Hey, that brings up a good point. We've heard from some of our viewers and other people that there was going to be this concern about golf carts going from Nexton, and that the pathway there on Nexton Parkway was not intended for golf carts. And so we think technically it is not allowed. That you are not allowed to take any motorized vehicle on that path. Now, that being said, and we were talking to some people over in Nexton at some of the new home stuff, we have yet to see one person be pulled over on that path. But we promised you guys we'd keep you updated on that. I have seen no decrease in golf cart traffic on that pathway.
No, me either. Mike Royal says the name of the place is Opie. I think he's right.
Opie. All right. Yeah. The grocery store?
The drive-through grocery store. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Joe says, good evening from Buffalo, New York. Hoping to move to South Carolina when I can qualify to retire in 2 years. Yes. Keep watching, Joe.
Good news. We're going to have houses for you, buddy. We got you covered.
Yep. Mike Turco asks, what would 2 acres in Nexton cost? $500,000 to $1 million for the lot?
No.
He's saying with the house. I bet $1 million's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, because you assume if you're buying a big lot, you're probably putting a big house on it. I mean, we've had $1 million houses in Nexton.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of. Yeah, I mean, over 4 seasons, Rick, you got close to $1 million over there in 4 seasons, didn't you?
Yeah, like 941, something like that.
Yeah, some of those ones. Now that brings up a good point. I think $150,000 was the highest lot premium I ever saw in 4 seasons. Is that the biggest one you remember?
So 160. It was 160. Back in the cul-de-sac down all the way to end of Tupelo. I think it had 150 linear feet of water view.
Okay.
Beautiful, almost a third of an acre. I mean, just shy under a third, which was rare. And beautiful lot, absolutely stunning lot.
We see average lot prices when you do build from the ground up in most of the neighborhoods that we do that in, running anywhere from $10,000 to $40,000. I would say, when you mark as the average lot premium for most of our neighborhoods.
Well, the 55 plus, I would say a little bit more because we've been seeing the 30 to 50 more often now. But other neighborhoods, I agree with you.
In the Nextons, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, that's all the questions. All right, let's get to this new thing. Jeff, you found this today.
Yeah, I was on Facebook, and our friends over at Tolucci's Bakery had this on their page, and I knew nothing about this. They're opening up this little pavilion at the end of Short Central. So if you've been in Summerville, Short Central is closed to traffic. There's a parking garage at the far end of it, so it's really easy parking to get in and go walk around downtown Summerville. And they're putting this little amphitheater thing in there it's going to be right outside of Tolucci's Bakery. So, ability to have music and, a little festival, something or other there. But that's a great little street.
So supposedly this is part of the Summerville's Dreams Larger Revitalization Plan. Normally this would cost like $750,000 for this, but I guess a lot of the labor, materials, and design services are being donated from partners like Gilbert and Lee Construction, Epstein Architecture. What else does it say? Pavilion will feature a semicircle seating wall, wooden supports shaped like stems, and a curved roof designed to project sound into the street. Perfect for concerts, events, community gatherings. This is just supposedly phase 1 of improvements, bringing more life, beauty, and entertainment to Short Central.
Yeah, this is going to be a cool addition, and I really am a big fan of Tolucci's Bakery there. Their bagels, you think of Italian bakery, you don't really think of bagels, but bagels are fantastic. Everything they do in there is absolutely beautiful. But that's going to be a cool addition there on Short. There's more restaurants there. What Shuck and Shack is right there, right down the thing, and across the way there's a bunch of little restaurants right there and some great little shops that with just the cutest, daintiest dresses you've ever seen.
Joe asked, I'll be 48 when I retire, so maybe I can work in real estate when I move. I'm done with the 9 feet of snow we get in Buffalo. Yeah, they got to have it the worst, right? Buffalo's got to be one of the worst places.
I think so. I mean, I've always kind of thought as Buffalo is as bad as it gets. I was thinking about flying up into Buffalo because I haven't taken the kids have never seen Niagara Falls. Up to Buffalo, but after the Olympics, men's and women's hockey, I don't know that we're going to be safe in Canada for about 6 months. I think it might delay that trip just a minute. But Joe, when you come down here, bring your snow shovel with you. It's really convenient to move pine straw with. And then
Rick, you lived where in the Northeast? You lived somewhere in the Northeast.
Briefly, I'm from South Carolina, but we were in Long Island for a brief time.
Okay.
So, Rick, tell us about your family. Let's get to know you a little bit. We know you, but everybody else that hasn't met you before. Tell us the whole story.
Well, I'm blessed. I have a great family. I have a 10-year-old son. I can't believe he's double digits now, Ethan.
Yeah.
Goes to school in downtown Charleston. So when people talk about traffic, I can be the barometer of that because I live it. So it's not as bad as people say. You have bad days, but you have that anywhere you go. But it is a nice drive because I get to spend that with him. So it could be a 45-minute drive. It could be an hour and 30 minutes sometimes. But it's all win-win. And there's nothing better.
I love when I heard you say that the first time, because I was asking about how the trip was every day, and I'm expecting you to say it's the worst thing ever. It's terrible, and your answer was, "I've been loving it. I get to spend so much great time with Ethan." That was the coolest answer I could ever hear.
I mean, driving downtown in the morning, there's just something that's very intoxicating about it. I really do enjoy it, going down Meeting Street and then going down Church. And I love Charleston. I love South Carolina. I think most people that know me, that's not a surprise. But it's like reliving it every time you go down there because it is just wonderful down there. And actually, it was a couple weeks ago, they were doing filming for one of the shows. And Ethan's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's what's that show that's supposed to be in North Carolina, but here?"
Oh, yeah. The beach.
The Outer Banks?
Outer Banks.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I've seen them before." And it's kind of cool. And it's just like every day you would think, "Oh, they block everything off." No, they're just doing it as it's normal.
My friend's truck was in Outer Banks.
Sweet.
Yeah. He has an old Scout, a 1960 something Scout, and they put his truck was in, I think it was in that or commercial or something down there. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So yeah, Mr. Ethan is 10 now. So Jen, she's wonderful. She's definitely the better half. She's a professor at our local college here, CSU. She's now a tenured professor. She's young. I'm an old man, as you can see by the growth. But I mean, we're lucky. We live in Cane Bay. It really is a great community. Everything that it offers. If you're bored, it's because you want to be. And there are just so many great people. And what I love, and I tell everyone, even when I was in new home sales, us South Carolinians, we really don't care where you're from. Just be nice. And
yes. Yeah.
That's all. And there's so many wonderful people I've got to meet through the years from all over. And I really, really, really enjoy it. And
I feel like the Southern hospitality is a real thing.
Yeah. It's so easy to be nice.
As long as you don't look at Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't look at the neighborhood Facebook pages. Yeah. No, there's all kind of crazy in there.
Well, I do think people sit there and just want to put little jabs out and be like, okay, let's see who gets fired up on this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we've been back now. June 13th will be 10 years we've been back. And May 9th will be 9 years we've been in our home here in Cane Bay.
So you live on, talk a little bit about the lake system at Cane Bay, because you live in one of those neighborhoods.
Love it.
And I don't think people understand kind of how that all works.
Yeah. So over 8 miles of waterway system. I go kayaking. I got a fishing kayak, a Hobie, because I can go out there and stand on it. Ethan will come with me. People freak out that he's going to fall in, but we're just walking back and forth fishing. You get the levels from, 8 inches some areas to the deepest I ever found was out in the lake in a certain spot. It was like 17 feet, almost 18 feet, but the water had been up then. We had a lot of rain. But really, a lot of the spots are more like 7-8 feet or less. They're shallow. The fishing's amazing. If you go up towards like Waterside area, before they had built, I used to love go there because you would see the bald eagles almost every time you'd go, but there were great fishing spots.
Yeah.
All throughout there. And people are waving. I've had people offer me beverages. So I've been invited to a cookout from somebody I didn't even know. So it's actually pretty neat. It's another way to meet your neighbors. So I tell anyone if you build on the water, make sure you put a gate in the back.
Yeah.
Not just on the sides, so you can just go straight out, because believe it or not, it's rare you go out your front door. You're going out the back and going down the waterway to the next house. It really is a lot of fun.
And Meritage still has homes available that have water lots, right?
Yeah, they have some really good deals. And now you can really believe me because I'm not working for them anymore.
Yeah.
But no, they do have some really nice homes, that energy efficiency piece, but the views, I know they just sold the last one that was a third of an acre in that cul-de-sac, but they still have a few homes, and there's going to be another 8 homes that are going to be coming with that most popular floor plan, the Hurley, on 3 lots on the water, and they're well priced. They really are.
So if you want new construction and you want to be able to pull the kayak out of your garage right out the back of your house and get onto the water, it's gonna, we're starting to get limited. It's not gonna last forever here. It's time to have a conversation sooner than later.
Yeah, I would say those last, we can kind of see, there's those 8 lots that we're going that waterway. Once that's it.
And so that's Del Webb right across the way for the people who don't know. So there's this, and then right across the way, that's Del Webb. So those are the homes that have
Four
access.
Seasons.
I'm sorry, Four Seasons that have access to the water from their houses also.
Yeah, it really is. People think it's going to be severe. There are a lot of very gradual areas where you can put your kayak in, and then in the coves, they're going to be putting in the boat launch, and so then they'll be tying into that Daniel Lake. When I was there, I was told in the spring, so that's going to be soon.
That boat launch is going to be right about here, right?
Yeah.
So, but you can't kayak from down where you just were, Mark, over to the big lake, right? It's a separate area that you're going to be going out kayaking, canoeing on.
Well, if I understand it right, this area, I'm pointing in the wrong place. This will have an opening here, right?
Yeah, that'll be connected. Yes.
So the boat launch will go from here, and you can go under the bridge.
Yep.
Oh,
go
okay.
around and out to the big lake this way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rick, honestly, the best fishing isn't out of the main lake. People tend to think it is. It's actually more in the waterways.
In through these rivers.
Yeah, there's some really good spots.
So how many alligators are in that area at any given time?
I'll tell you, the most I'd ever seen in 10 years of working out here, 9 years of living, most I've ever seen at one time was 2.
Okay.
And
I've never seen one.
Last time we saw one, they named it Allie. That was Easter Sunday last year because it was sunbathing, probably 30 yards from our backyard. And then, of course, I was waiting to see someone go out there, and someone went out there and immediately right in the water. Wanted nothing to do with that. Yeah.
I've never seen more than 2 in Carnes either. And none of them have ever been big. They typically don't eat dogs over 15 pounds. So as long as you don't have a little tiny dog, it'll probably be fine.
I will say the biggest I'd ever seen, and I know that it wasn't there long because they did come get it, whoever they were that did, because it was gone within 2 days.
Yeah.
I have a picture of it on my phone still. I was taking Ethan out. He was young. So this had to be like 18 or 19. And this thing was every bit of 12 feet. The tail on it was massive. And I was like, nope, just turn the golf cart back around. I was like, we're going somewhere else.
I've seen a couple big boys up at Lake Moultrie when we had a pontoon boat up there. There were some big dogs on that lake.
Yeah.
Rick, you probably have a better understanding than most on this. So on the other side of the lake, my understanding is that Gambling, I think that's what it's called, Gambling Brothers owns all of this land as well. And eventually this will be I think it was 600,000 square feet of retail, more homes, and then there'll be exits out to 17A here. Is that your understanding too?
Yeah, I've seen a couple renderings. And yeah, he owns a lot of that land and that big commercial piece to it. And then the home count, I've heard different answers on. But I guess as I learned, it's been dubbed Lake Village, but I don't know if that will change. But Meritage has a big 700-800 home property that's a part of that project itself that actually goes around that Daniel Lake, which is adjacent to the coves, but is not the coves.
So that's all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's going to be cool. People will be able to golf cart over there, enjoy
100%.
the lake, and have some public spaces over there as well.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool, and to be, I like to say, city closed, country quiet, because I think that's what Cane Bay offers in spades. Now you're going to have access to things that people thought was only in the Mount Pleasant area or downtown Charleston or North Charleston. It's coming.
What did you refer to?
Yeah.
You referred to like Barefoot Landing, right? It'll be like the Barefoot Landing of
that was like the idea. He would come into Four Seasons and he would talk to who was then the division president, and he would like the conception of what he wants, but more tailored to this. But that was the idea around it, which is brilliant in my opinion, because that place is a slam dunk.
I think it'd do very well.
Yeah.
Mike says Homes by Dickerson wanted a $50,000 lot for 0.15 acres. A 2-acre lot has got to cost $250 plus a loan, regardless of the home price. Yeah, I could see close to 200. I bet.
I've just never seen anything, even the highest I've ever. Well, I mean, the Four Seasons one went for close to 1. It's possible. I guess I was thinking it was going to be less than that, but
what do you think?
That one's sold anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can't have it. It's not for you.
So I think everything is, of course, going to be based off supply and demand. The 0.15. So what builders like to do is typically the lot premium is all plus. Typically, not always. So they could have better incentives, and they offset with, their margins and things like that with a lot premium. So that could have some things to do with it and why it is what it is. By the way, they are a phenomenal builder. I am a huge fan of Homes by Dickerson.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, a 2 acres could be up there. It's just, it depends on which builder it is, what you're building in size, what they're going to allow, because they're very particular. I want to get over and see, oh my goodness, I can't think of the builder now, but they're the newest edition.
DRB.
No, not DRB. The one that's on.
The one at the end of the right,
Brookfield.
Brookfield.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Brookfield's the one who runs that Nexton. So
it is because that's where we heard the rumor on the Brookfield report about the golf carting issue that was going on.
Okay.
And at least these aren't, at least that we've seen, we're not going to a bidding process for these properties. They are available to actually purchase, because obviously down at the Del Webb and Point Hope, we had the bidding process, which we're still on bidding for some of the bigger lots down there, but I get the sense that it's starting to slow down a little bit, Mark.
Yeah, I think so too. We had, there was still a distinctive lot available that anybody could build on from the last round of bids, and there were, I think, 2 of the Scenic Series lots that were available. So,
Rick, you got to get down to the Del Webb at Point Hope and walk through the models down there. The designer just blew it out of the park. They are so gorgeous. They killed it down there. Great looking houses.
Yeah, I can't wait to go down there and check it out.
What's that one room that I think Rick will like? That
it's like a whiskey and cigar lounge room.
Oh
thing.
Yeah,
it's like all wood tones, and it's really neat.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Rick's like, sold. Ethan's gonna move out. We're going down. It's
Bill from Maryland is on, soon to be Del Webb next, and watch you all the time. Thanks for watching, Bill. Appreciate it. Let us know if we can ever help. All right, I think that hit on all the comments. We're coming towards the end of the show. Any big updates for you, Jeff?
So I guess we can technically give a little announcement about an Easter celebration coming up, don't you think? Oh, hold on. Mark had the plague here a couple weeks ago. He's still got the cough holding on, it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know. I lost it for like 4 days, and then it came back.
Yeah, right. So, until you can start to go do your live. That's when it's going to come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good timing.
So
the church at Cane Bay and a couple other churches get together and do this monster Easter egg hunt every Easter. And it's over at Cane Bay High School. And Mark is looking up something right now because I forget the date. But it's coming up. It's March 22nd.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be a sponsor there. And so we're going to have, I think we just decided today, we're going to do photos with the Easter Bunny. So, plan on March 22nd. It runs from 3 to 6. We'll have more information coming out on it. But we're going to be up there, and we'll say hi to everybody and hang out and get our pictures taken with the Easter Bunny. We got to find out, Mark, if people are allowed to bring pets. Because people are going to want to have their dog's picture taken. I don't care if my kid's picture gets taken with Easter Bunny, but I want Cheetah.
Heather, if you're watching, let us know if we can allow.
And if they have a vet nearby, because some of them are going to try to eat the eggs.
Yeah. Because chocolate's bad for dogs.
So we got that coming up.
I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be so much fun.
That looks fun. Jelly ball. Let's play that.
Yeah, and look, a llama.
Oh, can we just do that in the office?
That would be great. I'd love that. What else we got coming up, Jeff?
So we got some new listings out there that are coming very quickly, like photos being done, and we got some houses for sale. So Mark, if you want to pull that up, I'm sure you have it ready. I don't even need to think if he has it ready because I know he does. But we'll run through these. 486 Fox Sparrow. This is a True Homes neighborhood over north.
North Creek Village.
North Creek. This house is on a great lot, and they did some really cool stuff on this one on the back porch. The guy that owned this house is a builder, masonry guy extraordinaire, and he put a really nice pergola and a big wood-burning fireplace out on the back porch overlooking the lake at 425. And this house it has an upstairs, but it's majority, it's a ranch. So this house would be a contender if you want to be looking in the next area.
Cool screen on porch, and then not screen in covered porch, and then the fireplace, electric fireplace inside with the shiplap. Oh, it's awesome.
He did a nice job.
119 Braxton is in Harleyville. So if you want to be out a little bit and you want to have 2 acres of land, this is under 500, 2,400 square feet, 5 bedrooms. And I think it was built 2022. I think it was.
It's only a couple years old.
Yeah, it's only a couple years old. So finding something new like this, only 2 years old is hard to find. Like you have to build it from the ground up.
Good price,
right?
Yeah, especially for that amount of acreage. Yeah. Then over in Cane Bay, we have 600 Dunswell. It's in Cane Bay, so all the cool stuff that we talked about, golf cart to restaurants and grocery stores, and go over and visit Rick at his house and go over to the lakes and the YMCA and all that stuff. It's a great location. Big house, like 3,600 square feet in that house.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's in Lockton, so on the other side of the street.
Another great builder.
Yeah. Mungo Home is awesome.
And the next one is my neighborhood. If you want to come be my neighbor, and this one's going to have an open house on Sunday. So if you're in Carnes, you want to come check it out from 1 to 3. Craig is going to be over there. This is actually one of my favorite. Well, actually, it is my favorite model that Lennar has. This is in the young Carnes, but it's basically a big ranch with just 1 bedroom upstairs, full bath, walk-in closet. What's really great about this one, it's only a few years old, and this one is on a great lot. So a lot of Carnes stuff does back up to other houses just because of the way the neighborhood is. This one backs up to green space and a walking trail that just goes over to the amenity center. So it's not even a long walk. It's a short walk to the amenity center, to the lake house, the farmhouse, all of that stuff. So open house on Sunday, 1 to 3. Go check that one out.
And then we got this one in Monk's Corner, under 400,000, just over 2,000 square feet, 4 beds on Worthington. We've got a piece of land in Cottageville. This is a mobile home, but it's uninhabitable, so that should be removed. But that is 2 acres for 150,000. And then, as Lance would say, the best kept secret in 55 plus is here at Delaney Circle. So it's a 55 plus community in North Charleston, right next to Charleston Southern University that you were talking about earlier, Rick. And they have duplexes and single family homes. This is a duplex. Supposedly they have like deer in the backyard on the weekends and when it's quiet and stuff. So
anything on
just the weekend?
Yeah, just the weekend.
55 plus for under 300, and this is not a Del Webb Four Seasons. This is not the massive, but they have a lovely pool and a community room and that kind of stuff. And from what we understand, some great groups and activities and clubs that go on over there. So if it's really a nice property for well under 300, and we've seen inside it's nice.
Great location. You jump right on 26. I mean, great location.
Yeah. And, that's important to think, because a lot of the people in the 55 pluses aren't all retired. Like there's a lot of people that are still working. So you could be in some of that lifestyle and still be a whole lot closer to Charleston, the airport, those kind of things if you're still working.
Wow. Rebecca says we're voting for the Easter Bunny dunk tank.
Thank you. Okay. This was, listen, I don't have a filter. We all know this. And so my idea, since we're the sponsors, we'd come up with what we wanted to do. I wanted to have the Easter Bunny and put him in a dunk tank. And so I ran that past Riley, my daughter, because she can act as a filter with me sometimes. And I said, I think that's a genius idea. And she put the kibosh on it because she was worried the bunny's head would pop off when it was falling in the water, and then we would scar children forever because they saw the Easter Bunny's head fly off.
What if you nix the water and do a bunch of Easter eggs and they fall into the Easter eggs like a ball pit?
That's not
that would be fun. Or you know what we could do? We could do a paintball, and we could shoot the Easter Bunny with paintball guns. That'd be a good time.
It starts out white, and then all the balls are pink, and then it becomes pink.
Oh no, Mark's got to look. You muted me again, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you did. I gotta find where this mute button is on this thing. There's a button somewhere on the screen that I can mute people, I think, and he can do it and I can't.
It's the HR safety policy.
So that's it for me. I'm done.
All right, everybody, we are at the end of our hour. So thank you so much for hanging with us, inviting us into your living room. Rick, so glad you joined the team and joined for tonight. We appreciate you being on, and you'll definitely be on in the future now that everybody knows you're part of the team. At the end here, we'll have a short little video pop up with a QR code. 60% of our people were watching on TV, so you can use your phone, scan, and book a Zoom call with us. We'd love to chat, see if we can find the perfect area for you, get out of the 36, 40 inches of snow, and come on down here to South Carolina. Until next time, we'll see y'all. Thanks, everybody.
Yep.